Before you make the move all the way to Colorado Springs, you're going to need to know what the cost of living is like here. Few things are worse than moving across states only to find out it's too expensive. I met a guy once who got a promotion and he was relocating to Colorado Springs, but he didn't really understand the cost of living, so he ended up having to stay in his current city because he couldn't afford living in Colorado Springs. So in today's video, we're going to break down the costs associated with housing, renting, food, groceries, entertainment, education, and I'll provide an overview of the economy and job opportunities as well. My name is Iris and I'm your Colorado real estate resource. Housing is a major expense here, and at the time of this video, the median home price for single family homes is around $499,000 in Colorado Springs. Last year, around this same time, the median home price was $480,000, and that is quite the jump. This represents a notable increase over the past few years, driven by strong demand and limited housing supply. Neighborhoods like the Broadmoor, Black Forest, and Northgate areas far exceed $600,000, while areas on the southeast part of Colorado Springs offer a lot more affordable options that are closer to around $350,000. Now let's talk taxes. According to Investopedia, Colorado is number 5 for 10 best states for property taxes, and I found it interesting that homeowners will pay about just under $3,000 on a typically priced home, which is the second highest tax burden dollar-wise of any state on that top 10 list. But Colorado's median household income is also the second highest on the list, which may help that tax bill seem a bit more affordable. At 9.3%, the state had one of the lowest poverty rates in the US in 2019. Property tax rates in Colorado Springs are calculated in this way. You take the market value and multiply it by 0.06765, which is the current residential assessment rate. Then you multiply that by the mill rate, but this doesn't include metro taxes, so depending on the area, it could be much higher. However, we're still relatively low compared to the national average. This makes owning a home more affordable in terms of actual annual expenses. For those who prefer flexibility or are just not quite ready to own a property, renting might be a better option. The average monthly rent for an apartment in Colorado Springs is around $1,700 per month. Prices vary by apartment size and location, with one-bedroom apartments starting around $1,300 and two-bedroom apartments around $1,800 a month, and they go all the way up to $2,200 per month. Now, the further north you go in the Springs, the more expensive. Areas like downtown Colorado Springs and Briargate are more expensive due to the desirability and proximity to amenities, while neighborhoods like East Colorado Springs tend to have more moderate rental prices. Now let's talk about the cost of things to do. Outdoor activities are free for the most part. If you do spend money, it's relatively affordable. Like if you're going to go to the hot springs down in Manitou, or maybe you want to go to the Cliff Dwellings or the Cheyenne Mountain Zoo, it's not super expensive, but most of the things that we do here are going to be free, like having a picnic down in Cheyenne Mountain Canyon where the creeks are. You can make it a whole day event, play games, do little mini scavenger hunts, look for wildlife out there. Those things are really fun and free and just minutes away from the springs. But there's a lot of things to do, especially if you are a nature lover. Now, ticket prices for notable venues like the Colorado Springs Fine Arts Museum or the Pikes Peak Center for the Performing Arts usually range anywhere between $10 and $50 per person. When it comes to sports and recreation, we have local teams from soccer to hockey. We really do love our local teams here. We've got Widener Field, and then we have the Rocky Mountain Vibes baseball team. So lots of fun things to do around the area that are super affordable. Now, education is a significant consideration for families and individuals looking for personal development opportunities. Colorado Springs is served by several school districts known for their quality education. You can see a complete list of all the public schools on my website. The public schools do not charge tuition, even if you were to choice in from another district, but there might be costs for supplies and extracurricular activities. Now, private school tuition can range from $5,000 to $20,000 a year, depending depending on the institution and the level of education. The city is home to several higher education institutions like the University of Colorado Springs, UCCS, and Colorado College. The annual tuition at UCCS at the time of this video is approximately $10,000 for in-state students and $22,000 for out-of-state students. Now, the economy of Colorado Springs is robust and diverse, with strengths in several different key sectors, including aerospace, defense, healthcare, and technology. Employers like Lockheed Martin, Penrose St. Francis Hospitals, and the U.S. Air Force Academy are significant players to our local economy. So as of mid-2024, the unemployment rate in the Springs was around 3.4%, slightly below the national average. Job growth has been strong, specifically in tech-related fields and healthcare, but the median income in Colorado Springs is about $73,000 per year, which supports a comfortable standard of living, given the city's cost structure. For the average person to be able to afford to purchase the median priced home in Colorado Springs, I did a video where it would cost about $120,000 per year for someone to be able to afford a single family home, paying about $3,000 per month on that mortgage. So that's just using national average numbers. So while someone can make it here living on that $73,000 per month, it's going to be probably more of a smaller home or a rental. Colorado Springs has a cost of living index of 105, which is 5% higher than the national average. And this reflects higher prices for housing and transportation, balanced by moderate costs for groceries and utilities. So I personally pay around $300 per month in the wintertime for utilities. In the summer, it might go a little bit higher because we are watering our grass. But Colorado Springs offers a desirable combination of natural beauty, cultural richness, and economic opportunity. While the cost of living is higher than the national average, it is often justified by the quality of life, job opportunities, and a wide range of amenities available, especially because a lot of these amenities are free. But whether you are considering buying a home, renting, or just looking to enjoy all that Colorado Springs has to offer, the city provides a welcoming environment for individuals and families alike. To really dive deep and learn more about what living in Colorado Springs is like, make sure that you are subscribed and also watch this video about the pros and cons of living in Colorado Springs to help you make the right decisions before you move out here.